Hey guys, Stephanie Wolf, Whole Food Health Coach here. Good to see you today. I hope you can see me okay. I know I've got my windows open today because I'm enjoying the sunshine, and my office doesn't always have that, so I apologize for that in the background. But hopefully you can still see me and see the sunshine. Oh, maybe I should turn just a little bit. Okay, how's that? That way I can see the sunshine and yet you can't. All right, Stephanie Wolf, Whole Food Health Coach. The reason I'm a little bit different is because I teach whole food health, and there's amazing, amazing benefits to eating real food. You'd be surprised what it would do for you. Well, I'm all about education. Like I've told you before, I believe knowledge is power. So how much power do you have? I guess it depends on how much knowledge you have. And if you're like me, before my second bout with cancer, you didn't have much knowledge. Not about nutrition, not about health. We take a lot for granted, and I think a lot of times that we just, hope things are good. And usually they are, or they seem to be, until they're not. And people that tell me all the time, hey, my numbers are good, until they're not. So that's when people, that's when it gets your attention, very much so. And that's when it got mine 16 years ago. I started learning about my body, and gosh, what does my body need? And there's so many things I thought I knew my body needed. Yeah, I know it needs water. I'm not sure exactly why, but should be drinking water. Even though it's not something I really enjoyed doing, and now I do. Now I live by water. I've got to have that water to cleanse my body and to detox on a regular basis. That's the way it gets out, folks, through your poop, through your pee. And you can sweat some out too, which is also good. And all of those are gross and we don't like talking about them, but I just said poop. So poop is important. I think maybe one day I'll do a little video with you about it so that you can understand what's healthy poop and what's not healthy poop. So anyway, water is so good for you. So there's so many other things that I've learned over time. Everybody seems to know what they should not eat, and yet they do it anyway. And most people know what they should be eating, but somewhere in between what we should be eating and what we're and not eating, and what we should not be eating that we are eating, is a gray area where a lot of people fall by the wayside. My program is called LEAN, L-E-A-N. It stands for lifestyle, exercise, attitude, and nutrition, and all those things are important. Today I want to talk to you about lifestyle because those are your core principles. What do you believe? What kind of life do you live? What kind of life do you want to live? What does your future hold? I think for me anyway, it's what I believe about life, and just believing that I'm precious, that I'm important, and that I matter. Because I think a lot of times our lifestyle doesn't really prove that. Even if we kind of talk ourselves into the fact that we really do matter, but then the choices we make sometimes don't seem to look like we really matter to ourselves at all. One of the things that I teach is the not a diet because I can't stand that the word diet has been like hijacked by people, because the word diet just basically is a menu of items that you eat. It's not a restriction, and I think that a lot of times because people see it as a restriction, food starts looking like the enemy. And food is not the enemy, folks. Your lack of knowledge about the food is the enemy. So learn about it, figure it out, spend some time, read my blog, wholefoodhealthcoach.com. Okay, there's my blog plug. But there's a lot of information there, and I hope you take time to look at it. All right, let's look a little bit about exercise, because to me, exercise is the one thing that if you've watched this very long, you'll know it is something I totally do not like. I don't like to set aside a whole hour of my day to sweat, but I do love functional fitness. So when I'm putting the dishes away, I'm doing squats. When I'm folding my laundry, I'm doing high-lows, is what I call them. And I'm using every muscle of my body to drive my car instead of just slouching and sitting around. And if you're one of my clients, you know that I say all the time, sit up straight. Because when you're sitting up straight, you're engaging your core. Therefore, you're using that muscle. Now, I understand those of you that are fitness professionals are going to say, but that's not cardio, and you can't lose weight that way. And that's true. You really do need the cardio work. You need to get out and walk but not in a saunter like, oh, I think I'm going to just, view the stars kind of a walk. I get out and walk, and I use my arms to walk. I look absolutely ridiculous when I do. Sometimes I just walk with my arms completely outstretched to the side and look like a duck in a way, but I'm engaging those arms because otherwise, and using them to give me the motion I need. My favorite kind of exercise, though, is actually dancing, and I don't even like to call things exercise because the truth of the matter is I like to have fun, so I call it play. I'm going to go play, or I'm going to go have fun, or I'm going to go dancing, or whatever it might be. So whether it's Zumba for you, or whatever, I mean, you can fill in the blank. But the deal is get off of your you-know-what and get out and do something. And my husband Jack and I, we have a saying, go see, go do. And we learned it from Jim Rohn. And so, tomorrow night we're going bowling. I'm not a bowling fan. I don't particularly like to bowl. But it's better than sitting on my you-know-what, watching some movie that is really mindless and emptiness. And I'm just observing. I'm not really a part of the whole thing. So that's what I believe about exercise, and there's a whole lot more to it. And obviously there's some really great fitness instructors out there, so I know there'll be people that can help you do what I cannot help you do. But what I can do is make sure that you're fit and that your muscles stay toned and your core stays strong, because people have back problems nowadays. And you know what? They don't really have a back problem. They got a front problem. They got a core problem. They got a belly problem. Unfortunately, our bellies is where we end up gaining weight a lot, and that visceral fat is very dangerous fat. So if you're one of those that's sitting out there, then sitting too much, sitting on your couch watching movies instead of going bowling, even though you don't like bowling, and maybe not taking a walk, and maybe not like really taking a walk like I'm talking about, and so you've got a little belly fat on you. You need to get rid of that. It's dangerous, and there's a lot of ways to do it right. There's insulin resistance that could be happening, and I know that maybe you don't know a lot about that, but you can certainly Google it, and there's a lot of stuff that will tell you about it. But if you really want to just not just learn about something, you want to do something about what you're learning, then see me, Whole Food Health Coach, and spend some time talking about what's in your pantry. If there's more stuff in your pantry than is in your refrigerator, then you probably have a serious problem, because those boxes are not going to save your life, but the fruits and vegetables that would be in your refrigerator, now they will. So understanding what kind of foods, remember I started out with knowledge is power, and so because something stays on your shelf longer is usually a good sign that it is not good for you. And if it goes bad, if the food that you buy actually goes bad, then it's a sign that it is good for you. So the only benefit of something that stays on your shelf longer is the benefit for the manufacturer who's making it, not for your body who's needing it for fuel. So your body is depending on you. Are you taking care of your body? Because that body is the only one you're going to get. And you better take good care of it, because it's the one that's going to be taking you around for a really long time. I'm 57 years old, and I expect to be here well into my 100s. And I know there's that saying that, oh, who wants to be 100? And the answer is the person who's 99. That would be me. So I'm going to go kicking and screaming. I'm ready to go, believe me, but I'm going to go kicking and screaming. Got lots of things to do, lots of grandkids to see grow up, and lots of life to be lived, and I got to go bowling tomorrow night, so I'm going to at least hang around till then. Now listen, knowledge is power, and what you don't know can hurt you. It's the truth. Whether you believe it or not, it's kind of like gravity. Jumping off the roof, you cannot believe in gravity if you want to, or choose not to believe in gravity, but believe me, you are going to hit the ground, and it's going to be a tough revelation for you. Be a prevention person. Be a person who cares about their life, loves their life, and wants to be a part of living it. So you've got some choices to make, and one of them might be to call Whole Food Health Coach. The other one is investigate, read. Don't believe everything you read on the internet, because most of it's not true, but I will help you to see what's true, and I will make sure that you get the right information, because there's way too much misinformation out there. Maybe I can help, maybe I can't, but get some help. Figure it out. Get up off the couch right now. Come on, sit up straight, engage your core, have fun, play. Don't exercise. Have fun, play. This is Stephanie, your Whole Food Health Coach.